Hey everyone, my name's Val. So my current position is my regular job as an adoption coordinator. I finished my field in April, which was at an agency doing group therapy with adolescents. So right now I'm doing just permanency work. So I'm working with kids that are in pre-adoptive homes. I'm working with the families looking for kids to adopt. I'm working with kids who need homes to adopt them. So just kind of the whole realm of adoption is kind of where I'm at. And I've been there for a little bit over 3 years. So what I hope to get out of this course is just to learn a lot more about trauma. I know I have a very limited background in trauma as it is, but in this job, a lot of the kids I work with, well, all of them have experienced trauma, neglect and things like that, drug and alcohol and domestic violence. So there's definitely trauma in my current job, and I worked at a partial hospitalization before this, so I heard about trauma there too, but I don't have any real knowledge beyond that. So I just would really like to know more about trauma and kind of the effects of trauma from neglect and things like that versus maybe like other kinds of trauma you hear about, like natural disasters or like war, things like that. I think are maybe more common when you hear about trauma, but I'm curious of how like neglect would affect somebody. So that's what I'm hoping to get out of the course, and then why it's relevant to my future careers. I'm hoping at the moment to get into trauma in the future. It's still kind of, I'm not totally sure, but I'm thinking my next placement might be trauma related, kind of depending on how this course goes and how I feel about it after kind of digging a little deeper into the topic. So we'll see. But I think even if I don't pursue a trauma specialized career, that it's definitely helpful no matter where I end up. I think trauma is one of those things I think that is everywhere. So just being able to have a better understanding so you can treat clients well and understand why they are the way they are or why they behave or think or feel or whatever certain ways, it could be a response to traumatic experience. So I think just kind of knowing how to handle traumatic situations will be good no matter where I end up. And then the self-care, I think I'm trying to get better at it because it's definitely something I think is difficult in general to stay on top of. But my plan is just to be aware when I get overwhelmed or stressed out, take a break. Take time for myself. So this is this semester. So, take breaks, I think is the biggest thing. Take, time away from work. Do things for myself. I think that's the biggest thing, is not to just like do it back to back to back. Just like take a couple hours and not maybe just don't do things straight through. Yeah, I think that's my plan. All right, thanks.